Hi everyone, we'd like to welcome you to Real Talk. I'm your host, Pat Brock. We are here on this beautiful sunny day here in Dublin, Georgia at West Lawrence here for the Demaryius Thomas 3rd annual football camp. We got Coach Paul Williams here with us. How are you, sir?
Doing great, wonderful, a little hot.
It is a little hot. Listen, I mean, here we go. We're at it again. You're at it again, Coach.
Yes, we got over 350 participants. Everyone wants to come out and see Demaryius Thomas.
You know, since you've been in charge of the registration through the years and just trying to get kids to be a part of this, now tell us a little bit about, of course, that's a huge number, but the age range and the different things like that.
Ages from 5 to 17, so we got a large variety. We also have girls and boys at the camp. So, you know, we're extremely happy this year. We had over 100 plus that came after camp wanting to jump in, so they had to be on the waiting list. So, you know, it's a great thing when you have a hometown hero come to town and with a Super Bowl ring.
Absolutely, and we know you're so proud of him yourself.
And also a state championship ring.
That's right. Now, you know, you like to toot your own horn a little bit here.
Oh, yeah, I was the coach of that team at West Lawrence.
That's right. That's right. You know, as we're overlooking all of these 300 and something kids, you know, and to see some of these little girls out here. Now, do you have some out of here that are their first time ever?
Yes. Yes, we have a lot of participants that this is their first year doing it. But, you know, I think it's just excitement of watching Baybay win the Super Bowl. And, you know, as the time goes on, people, you know, love Baybay more and more.
Absolutely. And, you know, for a camp like this, as a coach, what do you think is the most important thing for them to learn from being out here?
I think the most important thing is just this is for Demaryius Thomas. It's the way that he shows the community, you know, how much he loves his hometown. And in return, I think we're giving it back to him, how much we love him.
And having been his coach, now how proud of you are to see him out playing like he's doing and doing so well?
Oh, extremely well. You know, I think it all started back in 2000 and when was he a freshman? 2000.
You getting old, Coach. You having to take a long time.
But I don't look old. I don't look old.
Now, back then, what type of player was he? And how was he to coach?
It's basically the way he is now. Hard worker, dedicated. Family means the most important thing to him. And just believing in God first.
Absolutely.
So, nothing has changed. That's the great thing about it.
That's a wonderful thing, Coach. And so your numbers have increased over the years as far as participants.
Yes.
This is a wonderful thing.
Oh,
wonderful
appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you. This is Coach Paul Williams, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Coach Brad Barber, who has a major part in this camp. How are you doing, Coach?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing very well. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
You know, there's a huge number of kids out here, Coach.
Yes, ma'am. I think every year, this is the 3rd year of the camp, every year the numbers have grown, and we actually had to have a cutoff at 350 this year, so I think we met that goal for this year, 350.
That is tremendous. As you all can see, I'm wearing the last year's shirt. You know, this is the 3rd annual. So tell us, Coach, what has changed through the years, and what do you do to kind of tweak it to make the camp a little better?
Well, I think every year as you do a camp, or it's like anything, you start learning what works and what maybe you thought maybe a good idea but didn't work out at the moment or time. We've done a little bit better job. This year we have more nurses on staff. The hydration is a big issue. So I have almost 10 water girls out here that are manning stations at each end of the field. So safety is a big part of this camp. We want everybody to have a good time. And we want everybody to learn a little football, but at the same time, we want to keep everybody safe.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as you know, there are a lot of the nursing staff here. They, got some kids over there at the station, couldn't take it early on. But it's great that you are doing that. Tell us about some of these drills. I mean, as we're walking around, you have so many different drill stations, Coach. Is that increased?
Yes, actually it has. It's interesting that you say that. All the drills are provided to us through USA Football, and that's just kind of a feeder program all the way up into the NFL drill-wise. So the age range at our camp is from 5 to 16, so you have to have a variety of drills for all the kids, different size footballs, all that kind of stuff. But all the drills are provided by USA Football, and because our camp has grown every year, we've had to install more drills to keep the thing running smoothly.
That is fantastic. And as we look in, as we key in on some of these drills, I mean, they're showing them things that, high school, college level things.
That's right. All the drills are designed high school coaches do these drills. They may modify them a little bit, but a 5-year-old student athlete that's out here, they do a great job. They'll do the same drill as the 16-year-old. Just the coaches will modify it. And by the way, if I can, I just want to say thank you to all the coaches that work the camp. They're not paid for the camp. I've got some that came from Atlanta, some from Bleckley County, Toombs County, all over the state of Georgia that devoted their time for the camp. So I wanted to tell them thank you.
Absolutely. And you know, to see them give back and have Baybay here and then have you here doing all the work that you have been doing, we know it's been a lot of work behind the scenes.
What makes it difficult, I think, for all the coaches is most of us are high school coaches. I coached Baybay in high school. That's you know, kind of our relationship and beyond. But all our high school seasons are about to kick off.
That's right.
So we're going 90-0 at the different schools we're at. So it makes it even more special to me for the people to come out here and help like they did.
Absolutely, and we certainly appreciate everything that you all are doing to help make this camp a success. And you know, we see all the parents out in the stands, you know, watching, taking pictures and everything like that.
Absolutely. Sometimes the parents get a little anxious and want to come on the field and stuff. We tell them that's for afterwards, and they can enjoy getting a picture maybe with one of the NFL players and stuff like that. But right now, there's a bunch of pictures taken, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Coach Brad Barber.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Brad Barber, everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Coach Michael Foster here from the big town of Sandersville. How you doing, sir?
Doing just fine. Doing just great.
You always have to talk about your roots, sir.
Indeed.
Coach, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you would.
Well, as you said, Sandersville is home. I played football there. After that, we left and went to West Georgia, where I played and coached. Now I'm in Lamar County, up in Barnesville, Georgia.
Oh, I went to school at Gordon College.
Oh, slap hands.
First homecoming queen, 1988.
I am here with royalty.
Now, Coach, tell us about your affiliation here with the camp.
I was asked by Coach Brad Barber, who's putting on the camp right here with Baybay, who's having conduct the camp with Baybay. And I met Coach Barber a couple of years ago, and I was supposed to come down last year, but coach responsibilities had me out of pocket. But I'm here, and I am having a ball. You know, being able to give back to the kids, age groups from 5 to 16, I believe it is. And he has this thing organized so well. You know, so kudos out to Brad Barber. He has this thing organized so well. All age groups go through the exact same drills. The 5-year-old, the 5-year-olds go through the same drills as the 16-year-old.
We see them rotating out, you know, and one of the coaches pulled me to the side. He said, look now, the 5-year-olds are not as advanced as they should be. You know, but you know, you guys are very patient with them that way.
Oh, man, you have to be. Hey, that's our future.
So what are you working on out here specifically with them?
Right now, as a defensive lineman, they got me working on running back drills.
Whoa!
The people that I love to hit. Myself and Coach Ron Fletcher, we have the running back station down there, and we're working on footwork, agility, ball movement, as far as control, keeping the ball high and tight. Man, we're just having a blast.
That's great. Now, Coach, how important do you feel it is for these camps like this to take place, and at such a young age? Because you, like you say, some are far more advanced than others, but you're still doing the same thing.
It's all about fundamentals. Hey, giving back to the community, I'm saying, because that's our future. I'm saying, because if you catch them young, I'm saying, and teach them right, hey, they won't depart from that. It's in a book somewhere that read that.
The good book.
Hey,
train them up.
Hey, and this camp right here, it gives them also a chance to see, we have high school athletes out here as well, people that they aspire to be, and of course we have Baybay here, who's a local hometown celebrity, you know, hey, started with very humble roots, okay, and hey, graduated to the grandest stage of all, Super Bowl, not just getting there, hey, but winning a Super Bowl championship.
That's right.
You know, and with these young kids right here, we're telling them, hey, man, dream and do it. I mean, everything's possible.
Absolutely it is. Well, listen, Coach, we're glad to have you out here. Thank you for giving back yourself for all the hard work that you put into these kids.
We love it. Hey, thank you for having us.
Thank you. This is Coach Michael Foster, everyone.
Proud to be a part of the Dublin community, LAQUINTA Inn & Suites is conveniently located on I-16 at 441 and close to many of our city's major industries and businesses. LAQUINTA offers a prime location with many amenities, including free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and a beautiful indoor pool. La Quinta Inn and Suites was voted the best La Quinta in the world and a TripAdvisor's Certificate of Excellence. Book your next training class or school at La Quinta Inn and Suites of Dublin, locally owned and operated. Wake up on the bright side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the man himself, Mr. Demaryius Baybay Thomas. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
Doing very well. Always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome home.
Thanks. I'm proud to be home. It's been a while, but I'm happy to be back.
When you come home, what's the first thing you like to do, Baybay?
If I really had to say, eat some Southern cooking. I have to stay away from sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's easy to me to put on some weight.
That's right.
And I got a certain amount of weight I got to stay at. So, that's why I try not to come home as
I
much.
know. Nothing like Southern cooking, though, right?
You're right. Ain't nothing like it. It's the best ever.
All right. Now, tell us about this camp now. We've been talking to some of the coaches, and they've been talking about the process it went through just preparing for this third annual one. And, of course, your numbers have increased from students and kids being out here. You've got girls out here.
Yeah, it's amazing. It gets better and better every year. I can just imagine how it would be, 4 or 5 years from now. But, I thank every coach that came out and helped, all the sponsors that came out and helped, everybody that's out. They didn't have to be here. Of course, I want to thank my teammates and some of the other players that came out, come back to Lawrence County and represent.
Right. The big DUB.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But it's amazing, just to come back. As a kid, when I was growing up, I always wanted to do, football camps and other camps, but I wasn't able to. And to be able to come back and do it for my high school and just do it for Lawrence County, to have a free camp for kids, it's nothing like that. They get to meet other football players beside of me. So never know. They have a conversation with one of those guys, might change their life. So that's one of the reasons I come back.
It's such a blessing.
First thing is respect, book work, and then the talents and hard work will lead you the rest of the way.
That's absolutely right. When you see these young kids out here, do you ever see some of yourself back in the day?
Of course, all the time. Active, a lot of energy, having fun, always smile on the face. Don't got to worry about nothing. And I think that's the way it should be. Just being out here to see them smiling, having fun. Of course, calling my name.
That's
I never thought I'd be able to do that
Wearing
one day.
your shirt, getting you to sign stuff. I mean, that's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
And the fact that you came from here, you came from this small town, and and to see where you are now, I mean, you're a hero, man. You've got so many kids that look up to you, and I don't use that term lightly. And so when someone tells you that, when they say, come up to you and say, baby, you're my hero, what inside of you clicks? I mean, what is it that...
It kind of gave me the chills at first, because growing up, I always thought about being pro at something, but I never thought I'd be at the level I am now from, winning the Super Bowl. This is my going on 7th year in the league. Not many people are blessed to go 7 years. So, and to not be a hero to some kids, it don't get no better than that.
It really doesn't.
That's what you, pray about. That's what you work for. And to be able to have some little ones that look up for me, it don't get no better. I don't care what nobody say.
Nobody.
I know my kids back in Lawrence County love me, and I'm proud with it.
They do love you. I taught drama, and I remember the kids, I asked them, who do they aspire to be? And they said, Baybay, Demaryius Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. And you say it gives you chills. It gives you chills. So there's some kids out here that want to be where you are. What message can you give to them?
Like I was saying, first off, it's always going to be, I think what got me where I'm at, I was always, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, sir. First off, it began with respect. You got to respect your elders. You got to respect, your friends. If you see one of them down, help them get up. Also, another thing is going to be book work.
Come on,
Nothing
man.
is easy. Nothing's going to be easy. Life is not easy, but you get that book work, you work hard, and that's the main thing. First off, you got to get a scholarship. You got to do this, but it's always about that book work.
And a lot of people,
after that, moms and dads are, more nice when you come home with A's and B's.
That's right.
You don't have to worry about them bothering you. And then, the talent and the hard work come in play when you're an athlete and you got your mindset to something. It wasn't tough. It was tough, but it wasn't tough enough if you really want to excel at something. So if you want to play football, you got to do the work. You're going to do the work to play football.
Absolutely.
So that's how it works.
I think a lot of kids in this generation, they see you and they feel like they can just acquire it without doing that groundwork, without laying that foundation. And and a lot of times, because what they see on television, they try to emulate that. Does that sound familiar?
It do sound familiar. It's a lot that way. And that's today's world, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you can't knock it, but it comes with a lot more than that. You know, it comes with a lot more. It's the stuff that people don't see behind closed doors, and then you know, of course, people see it, but it comes with a lot more than what you think it do.
It really does, and you know, and you've got to have a good support system. And we know you love your family.
I do love my family.
See your family all out here.
Yeah. Give me headaches, but it's all right. I love it.
Nothing like family, though.
At all.
Well, listen, we're so glad you're here. We're glad that you don't mind coming back.
Never.
Eating a little soul food, hanging out with you.
I'm always gonna love the city. I'm in the country. That's where I'm from. You see, I got that cornfield on my new tattoo now.
You know, I just read that about you, that you were picking and shucking corn.
Yeah. Pick peas, pull corn.
People don't know that. You know, people think that you don't have to do all that, that it don't take all that.
It actually make you a stronger person, stronger man.
And gives you a good work ethic.
Yes, it do.
Your coaches said that, you know, the way you play now, the way you are, your work ethic, that's how it's always been with you.
I think, you know, the harder you work, the better it come off on the field, the day of game. So you put in the work, it will pay off eventually.
That's right.
It's not gonna always be easy, but you put in the work, something's gonna happen.
What's been the hardest thing for you throughout your career?
I think it's been my injuries. You know, coming off injuries is hard in the NFL. You know, people start saying, oh, he's a bust, he ain't gonna never be healthy, because I went 2 years back to back being hurt.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, God bless, I've been healthy for 4 past years, and you know, you see what I can do. Yeah. So that's one of the hardest things.
Yeah. Well, we're so proud of you. We thank God for keeping you and the way He's pushing you, and you're excelling in such a great way.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And you haven't forgotten where you come from.
Never will.
Demaryius corn picking Baybay Thomas. Thank you so much.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to meet the moms. We've got Tina and Shelly here. Hi, ladies.
Hi, how you doing today?
Doing so well. So nice to see both of you.
Yes.
Now listen, we're gonna let you girls introduce yourselves to everyone, okay? We talked to Baby a little while ago, and he was talking about how important family is to him.
Yes,
you know, and to have you all out here and to have your support, okay? So we'll start with you, okay?
Okay. I am Tina, Demaryius' mom, and we are his #1 supporters, and we'd like to thank you all for coming out today and supporting him.
That's right. You acted like you were reading a cue card. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, and so as his mom, you know, to see your son from when he was born and to where he is now, what does that make you feel like, mama?
It makes me feel very humble, but at the same time, like one of the proudest mothers ever, because in the situation that I found myself in, it could have turned out a different way, but I thank God that it turned out this way, and that he has all the support of the community, his family, and friends.
Absolutely. You know, and to have you here is such a blessing.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, you read everything, oh, I'm so glad to have my mom here. Nobody knows what it's like to have your mama until you don't have your mama.
Exactly. And I felt the same way when I was away from them. It was like a void inside of me, because I couldn't connect with them like a mother should. And I wasn't there for important dates or important things that they was doing. And I kind of, you know, felt bad and beat myself up about those things. But now that I'm here, I know I can't make up for it. But I'm going to do the best that I can while I'm still here.
Absolutely. And see, that's the blessing in it. You know, even though you missed out on those years.
Yes, ma'am.
You still have time.
Yes.
You know, and so it's not about trying to bring those years back or bring that time back. It's making the most and the best of where you are right now in support of your son and doing such great things.
Yes, and I'm glad he gives back to the community so much, and that the community comes and, like I said, and support him. And he loved the kids. And so, you know, the kids are our future. So we have to instill in them the right morals and how to, you know, lead by example like he's doing today.
Absolutely. He's leading by great example.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is the stepmom over here, the other mama.
The other mom.
Nothing like having two moms.
I know. He's blessed.
He is. All right, introduce yourself to everyone, please, and talk to us a little bit.
I'm Shelly, and like she said, I'm the stepmom. I'm the second mom. I was welcomed into this family about 2 years ago, and it was the best thing that I could have done. And Tina, the mom, I just met her a few months ago, and I felt like I've been knowing her forever. Demaryius, he is a beautiful kid. He's beautiful. He's positive. He's funny. He's a kid at heart. I can't say enough about him.
And that's such a blessing.
He loves kids. He loves family. He just loves to give back. And you know, when I watch him, I tell myself, I wish I was like him. Because I'm not as, you know, well, until I met this family, I wasn't as family oriented, and this family showed me the closeness of a family and how a family should be. And for that, I thank all of them.
And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And you talk about that, and you know, here you are, you just being welcomed into the family with open arms is such a blessing in itself.
Exactly.
And you know, and if you come from a place where it's a little different as far as like the cultural difference, where some people are not as loving, don't show the love as much. And when you come into that, it's a beautiful thing. You're like, where in the world have I been all my life? You know? And my family's like that. I mean, I'm number 13 or 14. And so we're very close. So I've always been like that. But I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Oh, yeah.
And two, this woman here, welcome you in. You two acting like sisters.
Yeah, we're family. Like he said, you know, the tattoos that Demaryius has, family first. So that's what we try to keep implementing, you know, when we meet other people and when we, you know, interact with each other.
And see, and what that does nothing but blesses and pushes him, because he doesn't have to worry about his family.
Exactly.
You know, sometimes family don't get along.
Yes, honey, but this one do.
Yes, yes. And tell us about some of the other family members you got out here. We know you got others out here.
Yes, we have his youngest sister, Taisha. She's here. She's over against the wall over there. And his oldest sister, Tanisha, is here. His aunt, Deidre, is here. His father, Bobby, is here. His girlfriend and her sisters are
Everybody's
here.
here.
His uncles are here, cousins, and teammates, best coaches, best teachers.
And that's what it's about. Everybody coming together, which is really a blessing. And so we're glad to have him here. We're glad to have you all here. The support that you all are giving to the community, to Baybay, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, ma'am, it is. We're going to try for another Super Bowl, though.
That's right, baby.
Yes, yes.
Try.
We're going to get it. Yes, yes.
These are two mamas here that if they had the strength, they would go out there and play with him.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting both of you.
It's a pleasure meeting you,
Tina
too.
and Shelley, Barbados sister.
There you go.
The moms, ladies and gentlemen.
The moms.
Mid-State Pools and Spas offers a computerized water analysis. We do weekly pool maintenance, and our pools are maintained to health department standards by licensed certified pool operators. We carry 3 lines of pool and patio furniture: Telescope Casual, Peak Season Casual for pool and patios, with a complete line of accessories. The newest line, Paulie's Island, made from recycled jugs, never needs painting, stain, any kind of sealant. It doesn't absorb water, it won't rot or splinter, and it holds up to all kinds of elements. And we have it in several different colors to choose from, right now at Mid-State Pools and Spas. Also check out our Paulie's Island line of hammocks. We also carry Telescope Market umbrellas with a Sunbrella fabric, Grizzly coolers and grip cups with a lifetime warranty, Marquee Spas, the ultimate hot tub experience, and we have the largest selection of pool liners in Middle Georgia with a full 20-year limited warranty. Mid-State Pools and Spas, head on over today. We're open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturdays from 9 until 2. Mid-State Pools and Spas, we know pools.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a wonderful time getting to meet the coaches and, of course, talking to Baybay and his family. And now we've got his dad with us, Mr. Bobby Thomas. How are you?
I'm just fine. Just a little hot out here.
Come on, but you can handle it, though.
Oh, yeah. I can handle it. Not a problem.
You're currently stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia?
I am. Currently, I am.
Tell us a little bit about you and just talk about how it feels for you as a dad, you know, to be out here in support of your son, and of course how his, his history with football and how well he's been doing with his career.
Well, it's been very, very, exciting for me, being that I'm a military dad. Now, actually, I'm a reservist. I want to clarify that, that one time I was active. But I do work for the Department of Defense down in Fort Benning, Georgia. I have, did a lot for my son coming up through the, times when active, reservist, plus, with mobilizations, going overseas fight. But he's been very blessed. I feel like I'm blessed, to have a kid that is very, talented the way that he is, and don't let things get to him very much. I'm sort of that way. Don't let things bother me much. That's why I was able to have such a tremendous, career with the Army.
Absolutely.
Those are some things that you need, in order to succeed, in this world, to have a level mind to, get past things. So, with that, and Jesus Christ, you know, you should be blessed.
Amen. And listen, we want to thank you for your many years of service as well, as you're still serving. Now, we want to know for sure, did Baybay get his talent from you?
Well, I would say, this is one thing I would say. I have some of those talents, honestly I do, but I would never have as many talents he has. I can't take that, you know, from him. You know, he got those talents, honestly. I can't say, you know, what genes. What I will say, he has my body type. He's built the way that I'm built, but I would never be that fast.
That's all right, Dad. But listen, you know, and we know it has been very difficult for you through the years being away from your son. How did you keep in contact?
Well, there was a lot, you know, of calling each other. There was times that I traveled through the night, you know, to be at his games. You know, a lot of people never saw me. There was times that him and I hung out together. Times that I did things for him. Yeah. That was just, you know, between Pop and son. You know, that's the way sometimes things need to be. And that's the way it went with him to make things a lot smoother for him. And it worked out good for me, you know, because it helped me with my traveling. I just had to do what I had to do, you know. If it was the middle of the night that I had to come, you know, travel back to what I had to do to get back to work, that's what I did. But, you know, I did it over the years.
Absolutely, and we appreciate you doing that. And you know, just talking to Baybay, and he's talking about how important his family is and that support system. And of course, we see so many family members. Met your wife just a little bit ago, and you're just talking about how she was embraced and how it's so important for them to support Baybay.
Yes, I have a lot of support, you know, he has a lot of support, so, you know, with all that support, you know, it's hard to really go wrong about things unless you just don't want it for yourself. Yeah. So with the family that we have and all the support that we have, I appreciate those things. I tell them all the time, you know, I appreciate the support that they give for him and, you know, for myself.
Absolutely. Well, Father, Dad, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Same here.
Just found out, of course, you graduated my brother James.
Yes, I did.
Very interesting. All right, it's a pleasure meeting you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Bobby Thomas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to speak with some of the families out here, and why not my family? We've got my big brother here and his lovely wife and his children and his grandchildren out here. How's it going, Stanley family?
It's going great. A little hot, but it's going great.
That's right. We're going to let you all introduce yourselves to everyone. I know a little bit about you already, but why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves, okay? All right, we'll start with you, James.
James Stanley. I have my 2 grandsons out here, CJ and Cameron. I'm an active duty Marine, nearly 30 years next month. I have my wife, Cassandra.
Now, hold on, James, hold on. I wanted you to introduce yourself, so let me talk to you first, and then we'll talk to them. Now, we know you're a big fan of Demaryius Thomas, and just football in general. Tell us a little bit about that.
Football in general, I mean, I love the sport, football. I've been following Demaryius Baybay since he was in middle school. His dad and I went to high school together for 11 years, best friends. I just love the game of football.
That is so crazy. You know, I just found out that.
Yeah.
Why didn't I know that?
Because we went to West Lawrence together.
I got you.
You went to Dublin.
That's very good. All right, this is your lovely wife. Cassandra, introduce yourself to everyone, okay?
My name is Cassandra Stanley. I've been married to James Stanley for 27 years. Our anniversary is today.
Happy anniversary.
We have 2.
Wait, look where y'all are spending it at. How romantic.
And hot. We have 2 grandboys out here, Cameron and CJ. This is their 3rd football camp, but this is the first time coming to Demaryius's. And that's what I want to say.
Now, so your boys have been playing football for a while. This is the mom. All right, Mama, talk to us a little bit.
I'm Chiquita Curry, and my 2 boys are out there. I have a 10-year-old son, Cameron, and a 13-year-old son, CJ.
So this is the 3rd camp they've been in this summer?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do they play already regular season football?
Yes, they do. They play for the Panthers. And
So how is it important to you as a parent to have your boys to participate in different camps like this?
I feel like it's very important because it keeps them busy. My son has a lot of goals and dreams, and I think this gives him a real life experience of how it would be.
Absolutely. You know, we were talking to Baybay about that, and he was talking about how he had those dreams and those goals, and it starts now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does start now.
All right. You know, we got a chance to see my little nephews out there, and here's little Blue over here. Hey, sweetie.
Hi, my name is Chastity Williams, and I'm the sister of CJ Williams and Cameron Williams, and I'm going to 8th grade soon, and I'm 13 years old.
Very good. Good to see you, darling. And you know, as a family, you know, to see you all out here, of course, supporting the kids, and we see a lot of other family members out there, and you guys already have the boys in so many different camps. Any word you want to give to other parents out there on how important it is to support your kids?
Oh, it's very important, especially what's going on today in the world. You want to keep them focused. Keep them focused is keep them in the books and keep them active in sports and stuff, so they don't get caught up in the streets out there and find themselves in a bad situation.
Absolutely. You know, we were talking to Demaryius' dad about being military kids.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and so they're used to being more diverse and being in different environments, you know, and so coming home, how does that feel for you?
It feels great. I'm happy to be back here after, what, 30 years.
30 years.
I was traveling back and forth all around the world.
You know, I was gone for 25 years, you
25.
know. Yeah, 25. And coming back to Dublin, it was a little bit of an adjustment though, right?
It is a very good, different adjustment.
And what about you, never living in Georgia, correct?
Yes.
How do you feel about this transition?
It feels great to start over again.
All right. New things, honey.
Yeah.
All right, and now you guys are celebrating, of course, your wedding anniversary today. I hope you're going to do something else, James, besides football camp. I mean, that's a little bit lame.
Well, we've been married for quite a while now, so Cassandra and I, we know we can celebrate our anniversary anytime. What's important today is having a good time with our grandsons out here.
Right. I love
to meet an NFL football player.
All right, do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. But me, I'd want to go somewhere where there's an air conditioned.
Well, unfortunately, most high schools are outside, so when they make the big time, then they'll get the arena.
Then they'll get the domes. All right. Well, it's good to see you all. Happy anniversary to you. We love you all. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for Real Talk. It's been an absolute pleasure to be out here for the Demaryius Thomas 3rd annual football camp here at West Lawrence. To meet the players, to meet fans, to meet the kids. It's been a great, great day. Thank you all so much for watching Real Talk, and please keep watching.